Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another training video. And this video will be called How to Install the Daily Trade Plan Expert Advisor. Now on this particular date, which happens to be November the 8th, as I'm doing this video, I'm using my Pro Trader trading system. So it doesn't make any difference which system you're using. First thing is you have one of two choices. Either shut down your platform, but before you shut down the platform, you really should go to your file and then open data folder. You see file, open data folder. Now once you have your data folder open, at this point you can shut the platform down. Now sometimes I forget to actually shut down the platform, and at that point once you install everything, I'll show you another way. If you were to click on this navigator, little looks like a star. Once you install everything, you can either, you have to on your Expert Advisor here, you right click anywhere at all and just press the button refresh, because you want to be able to see this Daily Trade Plan Expert Advisor. Once you have that done, of course then you can close that. You can do the same thing even with your indicators, as you also, like if you refresh it, it's quite simple, just refresh it. Because to make this Expert Advisor work, you need the Heikin Ashi, this one right here, which I gave you. This one has to be in the folder. But keep in mind, if you have the platform shut down, then you don't really have to refresh it. So I already have everything in here, but I'm going to show you how to put it in here. If you only have one monitor, then you'll have to put two file folders side by side. Now remember, the one that you just opened, remember the one file open data folder, that's this one right here. So now if you go grab it and just go right to the edge, and of course the other one's going to be exactly the same, so now they're perfectly lined up side by side. So now this is the item that I sent to you. This is it exactly, Daily Trade Plan EA. I sent it to you zip, so make sure you unzip it, and then you're going to have this yellow folder. You're going to click on it. Now within here are the templates, profiles, and I'm going to show you how to do all that in a moment. Now I also done some explaining in this very first video, like installing, but I decided to do this video just in case you don't watch this one. But really, it's very important you watch these videos. Number one, right at the top, that's why I put it right at the top here, is the intro. And then of course, how to install it. So here's the video that you're watching, this one right here. Now, I don't have a Mac, so I don't know how to do a Mac. And if you happen to have a Mac, well, watch this video. I had a trader who made this video for me. So if you have a Mac, you're going to watch this video, and this is the one that you're watching at this present point in time. So now we're going to back it up. Now we're going to get into the indicators, templates, profiles. So very top here on the experts, you're going to take this thing. Now don't drag and drop or cut and paste. Don't do that. You're going to right click, you're going to copy it, copy. Then you're going to go to the right hand side here. Remember the one that we just opened, open data folder. And another very good tip is what you should be doing once you get to this point, I just want to make sure I get the right one here. It's the 6B. So it's this one right here. So if you back it up to the terminal, there it is right there, 6B, right, this one right here. So once, what I do is I just click on this one and drag and bring it over here. Now don't drop it inside, drop it in between where you see the black line. So this is going to be a quick access moving forward so that you can get into here without going to File and Open Data folder. I already have it right here, so I don't have to do it again. So on this Experts, starting from the top, you're just going to copy it. Remember, copy. Then you're going to go. It's inside the MQL4 folder, then in the Experts. Then you're going to right click and then paste. Now I already have it in here, so it's asking, do you want to replace it? I don't want to replace it, it's already there. So let's back it up. Next one we're going to do is called the indicators. Now you're going to copy, right here, copy, back this up. So remember, it's indicators. So there's the indicators right here. Then you're going to right click, paste. Now I already have it in here. I got 224 in here at the moment. But anyhow, it's already in here. And if it says you already have it, then you're going to click on the button that says, I'll show you one more time, replace the files in the destination. You have to have these two in here for it to work. Okay, so now we have the indicators. Now we're going to work on the presets. Now on the presets, let's see, presets are inside the MQL4. Here they are here, presets. As you can clearly see, all three, I have all three in here. Now I'm just going to go through. It doesn't make any difference which one we're looking at. Okay, inside here, from the top working down, on the futures. So remember, on the futures, and I'm going to show it to you later in the video. I called it futures because that's the one where I'm monitoring just the 7 futures, the ones that move the most and pay the most. And on the laptop here, because the monitor is much smaller, I had to resize, I believe it's the y-axis, and I'll show you that later in the video. So that's a laptop preset. That's why it's called presets. And then this one right here is the one that I had to also reset because there's 19 instruments that I'm looking at. That's this one right here. It's the same thing. So remember, you're just going to copy, and you have to get it in here. Again, I already have it here, so I don't have to paste it again. So moving on to the scripts. Here we go. This is just a bonus item I gave to you. Scripts, you're going to click on scripts. You're going to copy. And of course, paste. And it's already there, as you can see. Okay, now templates. This one, let's go to our templates. See, this is like a quick access. When I click there, it goes there automatically. Love this quick access feature. Now we're working on the templates. So click on templates. You're going to copy. And as you can see, it's template, TPL. You're going to right click over here and paste. Now for myself, this is the one I just put in here. I just put it in here. But on the top, as you can see on the top, it's exactly the same. The only difference I did was I left a little bit bigger space in here because on my templates I want it to be right at the top. So these two are the same as these two. I don't need these two in here because they're right there. Remember, another little tip is this is a little exclamation mark. And the more spaces that you have in here, as you look down, the spaces are getting closer and closer. So this is how I put it in proper order. And the ones I want at the top, I have a little bit bigger space. So I believe that's everything in here. Everything is in here. So now we can go look at the charts. Here it is here. So remember, you're going to open up your platform again. And if you forgot to close it down, well, very simple. Expert Advisors, all you got to do is right click, refresh, indicators, refresh. That's just about it for that. So now everything is working, gonna be working properly. And now what I've done was I just open up another chart. That's all I did, was open up a chart like something I never trade. Let's see. Aussie CAD doesn't make any difference. Now don't put it in here because it'll change the NASDAQ. You got to bring it up here. And of course I have my default already preset. What you're going to do at that point, which I already have it here, Aussie CAD right here. Then you're going to apply the template. Now remember, futures, I have only the 7. And it could take just a couple of seconds for me because, well, it depends on your internet and your computer. If you have an older computer and slower internet, this will take a little bit longer to load. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the 7 that I focus on. And I happen to have those 7 pairs, instruments, inside here where it says default. That's where they're at. If your computer is running a little bit slow, running 20 instruments, well, remove the ones that you don't want. So, but I want to load up, let's just close this one because I don't need 2 Aussie CADs. Here we go. Now, so remember, this is, let's see now, futures is the 7. See how fast it loads? And now this is all of them. See how the boxes got a little bit more smaller? So if you got too many running in here, then you have to make the boxes a little bit smaller within the settings. So just right click anywhere. You're going to go to Expert Advisors and getting into the properties. And here it is right here, the Expert Advisor. This is the one. Everything is preset for you. So you don't have to change anything. Now, if you don't want to be trading all of these, like, you can change. Now, the most important thing is up to 20 pairs will go in here. I happen to have 19. If you want to do more than 20, you can continue to put it in here. But I don't need more than 20. And what is very important is, let's see now, I have to close it. You see everything in here, it's separated. Each and every one of these is separated, starting right from the beginning, Euro, Aussie. I have them in alphabetical order for the Forex, and then I have them in this order. Like, whatever order you put in here will show up over here. You just put a little comma in between the two, between each one. So anything you want to delete, you delete it here. Any changes you make whatsoever, any changes, you have to save the template. And this one happens to be called this one here. It's not the laptop and it's not future. You just press that, press save, and it'll say, do you want to replace it? You just say yes, save. I don't want to save it, it's already saved. Now I made all the settings. There's a Word document. I have it preset like I'm a day trader. So there's a little bit more weight. Put on the 30 minutes and the 1 hour. 2 and 2, as all the rest is less than 2. And of course, if you want more weight on the 4 hours daily, weekly, monthly, then you play with these numbers. and you make this less, like 1, you know. To be honest with you, I didn't program this. I told the coder I put a lot of weight on the 30 minutes, 1 hour, and the 4 hours. So as you can see, a little bit more, the number's a little bit bigger, 221.75. So that's exactly, he made it that way for me. I just want to be in and out, couple hours trading, grab the pips and the ticks, and I'm done trading for the day. But you can change this, play around with it. Once you get it exactly the way you like it, remember, always save the template. And let's see. And I have everything enabled here. True, 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 and all that. You can play with these colors. If you don't like these colors, these are my favorite colors. I've had one trader that says, I don't like blue, I like green. Well, you just change it. Whatever green color you like. You know, pick whatever color you like. Press OK. Remember, don't forget to save the template. Now, about 1 out of every 20 or 30 traders, they will get back to me and say, all they see is this right here. Everything is just white with these 2 little dash right here. It'll look like this. If that's the problem that you have, more than likely, well, one of 2 things. Either you're trying to do this on a weekend when the market is closed. For this to work, look like this, it has to be when the market is open. So, now if the market is open and it still looks like this, well, you got to make sure within your market watch. Now, different brokers and platforms have different things in the market watch. You see, this one here, it doesn't have, there's no plus or minus, there's no mini, no pro, whatever. It's got to be exactly the same. Aussie CAD, exactly. So, and I had a problem originally, me personally. Let me open this up a bit more. I misspelled Russell. I put in 2 L's. See, there's only 1 L. And I couldn't figure out why this one wasn't working. But the spelling is very important. You got to have the spelling right. So within here, spell it exactly the same way. Exactly. See right there where Russell, right there. As soon as I remove one of the L's, everything started working properly. And remember, any changes, you press save. Don't forget to save it. You have to save it and then press OK. And remember, anything that you're doing here, you also have to save the template. So the one you're working on, if you're just doing futures, then save it. If you're doing, the one you're looking at is this one. So you got to press the save button, save, and of course, pick the one that you're working on. And you just press save. I don't want to do it because it's already saved. So remember, the spelling has to be exactly. So if you have a little plus sign here, you have to have a little plus sign here, and to get it here, you have to go back to the properties and do it properly. And so now I've showed you all of that. And the only other thing I can think of at the moment, you go back into your properties. You can also click on your keyboard, F7, same thing. And the only other thing that I play around with going, it depends on your monitor size. Like a laptop, 14-inch, and the one you're looking at now is a 24-inch monitor. So the bigger the monitor, then you have to play around with this y-axis. So remember, the X is at the bottom and the Y is going top to bottom. So you play around with this number and it'll make these boxes a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. So if you're looking at it, let's see, right now it's -8. So -8. So if I go to the futures here, you're going to see these boxes get a little bit bigger. Futures. See, it's bigger now. So if you go here, see, it was, the Y was, remember, it was -8. So, you know, you go -8, -6, until you can get into 0, and then 2, 4, 6, 8. You keep, if I went to 12 or 14, these boxes would get bigger. Any changes you make within here, make sure you save the template. Make sure you save the correct one. As you can see here, you would pick either laptop, futures, or the one you're looking at right now is futures. Anyhow, I've already saved it. I don't want to do it again. And then, of course, once you apply the one you want to look at, here it is here. Takes a few seconds to load. So remember, it's got to be spelt exactly the same way. And don't forget to put the little comma in between. You can add more. You can subtract the ones you're not trading. I recommend, if you're not trading everything like I do, I'm trading a lot. If you're only going to be... and another thing is, for the meter, if you have the Pro Trader, the meter, let's... may as well tell you about that. Let's see, the meter. This meter right here. For this meter to work properly, you have to have these 28 from the top right down to the dollar CAD. You have to have all of these for this to work properly. So make sure, had one trader, he said, well, I only trade 4 instruments, so he only put 4 in here. If you only put 4 in here and you're running the meter, it won't work. The meter won't work properly. So, and of course, just watch the video. I explain that in the system that you bought. You have to have those 28 for this meter. Now in the futures here, obviously, the futures is not registering on the meter here. So that's why when I go and I'm looking at anything else, for example, NASDAQ, I don't have the meter here. So anyhow, it's 24 minutes. I didn't want to run it this long, but hopefully I explained enough, and so that you can get the expert advisor to work properly. See, it takes about 10 seconds to load, for me anyhow. Okay, so it's definitely time to wrap up this video, and of course, if you have any questions, all you got to do is get in contact with me. And if not, I want to wish you good luck with your trading, and of course, we'll see you in the next video.